Hold up. Hold up. Woo! Looks like Colgate from Fire Emblem. But I'm here for it. It's time to peek Wistoria, Season 2, Episode 7. Surely they will be nice to Will. No more suffering. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and Patreon, you can catch my full reactions over there. Let's jump into this bad boy. Don't fuck this up, guys. Literally everyone scouted him. That's how you come back up. Imagine he's like, I'll only go to whoever lets my boyfriend come with me. Oh my god, it's like we lost fucking Professor Snape just to gain Timu Professor Snape. No matter where we go. The fucking racism of, could you imagine a dwarf in the tower? Ugh, I want to vomit. Like, go fuck yourself. She's usually very cool, calm, collected. No pun intended. So this is pretty spicy of her right now. The funny thing, too, is that we know damn well that even if Will passes, gets accepted, there's gonna be another goddamn Dumblefuck who will be like, oh, I don't know about that. Gotta push him back. I mean, what else is bro supposed to do at this point? Fucked over this whole time. Like, all you can do is just sit back and laugh. Like, go fuck yourself, guys. Nah. Yeah, you going in for a smooch? Alright. You do you, boss. Okay. Anchoring the magic makes... Okay, I'm seeing the potential. If this was Season 1, we'd definitely be making a device. But we don't got the luxury for that right now. I know a lot of people had issues with old Professor Snape, right? But boy golly, am I missing him. At least his hatred came from a place of like, hey, I'm trying to spare you the humiliation. I'm trying to spare you the soul-shattering realization that once you start climbing that tower, they will throw you to rock bottom and it will crush you, if not kill you. This son of a bitch is just racist. And before I get the clickety-clack warriors, it's not racist because magic and fuck off, okay? Not only was he ignorant towards Will, he had to insult the dwarven race. He's like, if we accept this Harry Potter-looking motherfucker, could you imagine if we had to die next to a dwarf? Boom, boom, boom. Just shotgun this guy. Absolute asshat. Do not like him at all. The way he went from 5 fucking classes wanted him, including Elfie, and then this motherfucker had to pipe up. Well, actually, while true, what he did, he wasn't his own magic. Who gives a fuck? Like, truly, who gives a fuck at this point? Because we saw without Will, everyone would have died in that town. So there's gonna be times where swords needed and other times where magic. We need to redo this culture. But here's the thing. This is what's frustrating, is this is how humanity would act. This is how humanity acts in our own fucking world day to day in terms of ignorance and thinking superiority and one person. It's fucking annoying. And that's, you know, despite my pissed off nature, this is great fucking writing. It's just, I love the fact that Will has no choice but to laugh anymore. Like, it's not even fool me once, shame on you. No, we're at fool me 10 times, because think about it, right? His entire school life building into this was going up against everyone saying he couldn't do it. He finally shows that he can do stuff because he saves the town. Okay, well, you want me to do one other test? I can do that. And then bro fucking does the test, proves he can do it, and then there's another test. And then he fails that test because it only responds to magic. Well, throw me a fucking ice crystal, motherfucker. Like, god damn. Like, the good thing is that his boyfriend Julius is gonna hook him up here. And I used to joke about that. At this point, I actually think it might be canon. I'm kind of here for it, because the love triangle between Julius, Will, and Elfie is quite fucking remarkable. The concept of anchoring magic is going to be really interesting. So essentially, we know Will can now take magic, and he can do it really well, right? Like, so if you throw him an ice spell, he can keep it attached to his blade. The issue is that just coming in with that, they're going to know what happened. The concept of anchoring magic, which is, okay, I'm going to give you this ice, and you're going to learn to restrain it. Like, even to a percentage of its form. Because we know, too, that the creatures that they have to fight, they respond to any magic. You could probably flick a magical water droplet and that thing will disintegrate. But a melee attack, not going to do anything. By anchoring his magic, and he has a week to do this, learning to keep it suppressed, it's going to look like he has no magic. And in doing so, when his sword ignites into a, you know, icicle bath of destruction, or he just simply slices through, bro's gonna call it cheating no matter what, and Elfie's probably gonna shatter him with an ice crystal through the throat, but you know what? He deserves it. I'm really fucking with Julius because it's interesting, because in Season 1, I liked Sion more, and yes, we have more focus on him this time, so it's probably recency bias, But the actual dynamic of being like, bruh, the only reason I didn't get scouted is because I bullied this girl's boyfriend. And the only reason I'm going to get scouted this time is if I make my current boyfriend, which is her boyfriend, really like me. It's a very fascinating love triangle that I was mostly joking with, but now I kind of see the polyamorous potential in the future, and I'm here for it. And he's like acting like, okay, I'm doing this all for selfish reason, and it's technically true, but it's fucking hilarious the way he's like, okay, I'm going to, I'm gonna make him pass so well, she can't help but say that's my boy. And it's funny as fuck, right? But it's nice, right? Because originally some of the other students were kind of scouting him to practice and all that stuff. And really, he is the only one to do this. Because what I thought was going to happen, and I still think it could be a potential in the future, less so now. If this was season 1 and we were still on ground level, I feel like he would have worked with the dwarves and maybe some elves to develop some sort of device that allows him to release magical energy that's been captured. And then he would utilize it on the fly. And that could still be a thing. But I think given the concept of anchoring, I think what we're actually going to do is he's just going to get really good with ice and most likely just be able to constantly have that activated. And that's got to be strenuous as hell, right? And I mean, I've seen stories, I've seen games, I've seen books, and so many different types of series do similar things where like you constantly have some sort of energy being channeled, even if it's in very small amounts, so that at a moment's notice you can ignite it into its full potential. And I think that is what Will's going to have to do. The world is full of bigotry towards non-magical users. I mean, we see what happens in the colorless world if you don't get scouted in the tower. Like, you are basically a slave to the powerful. Will is going to have to keep that shit activated a good amount. And maybe not forever, but the thing about a character like this douchebag is even if we end up passing, he's going to continuously test him. So most likely he's going to have to keep angering forever because he's going to be like, okay, let's make sure you're still using that magic. And like, this is what's going to happen. We're going to be walking down the hallways and he's going to be like, surprise snake thing, destroy it. I want to make sure you're really magical. So we're going to always have to have some magic activated or he's going to be trying some bullshit. And if that's not it, he'll just try to get us killed one way or another. But it is the type of frustration, right? That even once Will is accepted, assuming he gets accepted, certain characters are still going to just be wanting his head on a silver platter. And that's unfortunate, right? But it does make for great drama. In season 1, we had Professor Snape. And now in season 2, we have Adolf Snape? I don't even know. Like, it's Timu Snape with, like, real racism, man. It's wild. All I know is I want him dead. All I know is I want him gone. I do not think he's a good guy, but he will provide amazing conflict. The interesting thing will be is as we continue to prove Will is needed in this tower and he excels, people like him are going to push back against the changes in their society. They will fear change. They will think magic is superior. But as we saw in this season already, magic isn't the end-all be-all. And in doing so, species like the dwarves will most likely get more emphasis put on them. And when that happens, the racism towards people like dwarves will get even worse than it already is. And, you know, we could have a magical civil war if we're being 100% real. Either way, fucking great episode. It did reach a new low, though, and I think anyone who says otherwise, you're kidding. I'm glad he laughed at it. Like, all I can do is laugh at this point because this is kind of bullshit, but I'm going to keep doing it no matter how much they push me down. Listen, it gets to a point that the optimism is a little much, but I respect Will for it. But go fuck yourself, Timu Snape. We need to put him in a coal mine or something. He needs to learn the value of hard labor because this guy's fucking eating everything with a silver spoon. Fucking hate him. 10 out of 10 episode, though. You let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like, share, support, subscribe, ring that bell, and of course, the Patreon, full reactions over there, and other exclusives, because you know I got to give those videos shows, because my patrons make it all possible over here on YouTube. Alright, so today we got Drew Stern, Coom Snatcher, Chris Ballew, Wendy, Thomas Kozes, Echo, Corey M, Time of Silver, and Late Night Riddance. I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You know, have a good one.